What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We're here in Arizona, and today we have another post from the Neville Sub called Using Self-Hypnosis to Change Self-Concept. And interested in this post because hypnosis is something that has been used for a long time with a lot of success. I underwent hypnosis when I was 18, and it helped me out a lot, actually. And long story short, to introduce this, I feel like hypnosis has got a bad rap, and stage hypnosis, for whatever reasons, people are skeptical of it, but I really think that is what we are doing when we do guided meditations or visualizations or affirmations. We're putting ourselves into a state of hypnosis. It's just another word for the same type of thing, but with a clinical level of hypnosis, this is actually done in a way that's studied and can get proven results and proven improvements. And so many people have talked about the efficacy of hypnosis, so many well-known people, and stand behind it, as do I. So a few days ago, I made this post about unconventional techniques that I use to shift into desirable states, and got a few questions about how to utilize self-hypnosis in this context. And I apologize, there's this dog barking upstairs. Self-hypnosis is a form of SATS, it being a state akin to sleep, with the context being that you're shifting into a person who already has what you want. Instead of solely repeating imaginal acts in this state, the purpose is to observe the thought pattern and mindset of the version of yourself that has what they want, and adopt those thought patterns as your own in the present. How would you think of the world and of life itself if you were long since married to your desired partner or long since wealthy? You may find that there are more subtle differences than you may think, and hypnosis can definitely help uncover those differences within your subconscious. Since hypnosis is a form of SATS, if you've ever practiced SATS or have drifted off into a daydream before, then it's possible for you to practice self-hypnosis. There are dozens of guides and videos on how to hypnotize yourself, but for the purpose of this post, I'll show you some ways that I do it in hopes that you can tweak it to fit your comfort and needs. There are typically 4 stages of a self-hypnotic session: induction, deepening, suggestion, and emergence. Before we get into any of them, it's important to set up your session properly. Make sure you're sitting down or lying down comfortably in a stable chair or bed, and have at least 15 to 20 where you know you will not be disturbed. You can listen to meditation music or do the session in complete silence, whichever is more comfortable for you. Give the session your full attention and do your best to guide your thoughts on your intention like you are doing in SATS. 1. Induction. This is a phase where you induce a trance within yourself. There are many ways to achieve this state, but here are a few ways to do it. Focus on a point in your vision, preferably one that is close to the center of your field of vision. Take a slow, deep breath in and relax your body on the exhale. Continue to breathe deeply and slowly as you focus on this point and relax. Keep your eyes open on the inhale and close them on the exhale. As you do this, you may find that your eyelids grow heavy and your body begins to sink into the chair or bed you're resting on. Once your eyelids grow too tired to open, close them and relax into a nice state of trance. Begin by focusing your attention on your feet. This is another way to get into the induction. Feel them relaxing as you take slow, steady, deep breaths in and out. As you breathe, feel the relaxation moving up your legs and throughout your body. It can help repeating mantras when the relaxation moves up your body. My legs are relaxed. My torso is relaxed. And from my understanding, it can help to gently say, I'm becoming more and more relaxed. Like my body is relaxing more and more, like stating the process. As examples, once you reach the top of your head, relax deeply into a state of trance. You can also follow along in a video form if you type body scan meditation or something akin to that on YouTube. Exactly, yeah, they're called body scans, these types of inductions. Which is also another way that you can get into the state akin to sleep, which is also called the alpha level of mind. If you read other teachings, like Joe Dispenza talks about that, and then also what's his name? The Silva method. These cats are going crazy right now. And that dog. Okay. So this after induction. Okay. It's important to note that you may feel a handful of bodily sensations during the process, including heaviness, warmth, tingling, or weightlessness. They're all a part of normal responses to entering a trance state. As long as they are pleasant, you shouldn't worry about them. 2, deepening. Here's when you deepen the state of trance that you're under to induce a more vivid experience when you practice your imaginal acts. The stage is straightforward and involves counting down to 0, prefer from 10. Here are some things that you can imagine as you deepen your trance. Imagine that you're on the top of a flight of stairs. There are 10 steps before you, and each step feels more and more relaxing than the last, until you reach the last step, and then you find yourself deeply relaxed. You can count down as you take these steps, or you can imagine walking down the stairs. Imagine that you're in an elevator on the top floor, the 10th floor. Imagine looking at the numbers in the elevator tick down, and as they do, you feel more relaxed than the last number. And when you reach the bottom floor, you find yourself deeply relaxed, similar to the stairs. 1, suggestion. This is where the fun begins. This is where you begin your imaginal act while observing the thoughts of you acting them out. In my experience, it's a bit like dream logic, where you just go with the flow and suspend your worldly judgment to immerse yourself in the act. I'll give you a few applications of how I used it and have led to success. So here are the examples. My partner and I lying in bed together, embracing one another. I could feel all the sensations of holding close and kissing him. Internally, I felt buzzing warmth and kept thinking, this is nice, I'm really lucky, I feel loved. I sat across from a handful of executives who worked at a business that I wanted to work for. I could feel the warmth of our exchange and their interest in me as a potential new hire. I felt a confident stability within myself and kept thinking, they really like me, I'm practically hired. I can't wait to tell everyone. My family telling me that I won the betting pool for the Super Bowl. I never won it before. I felt my hand reaching out to grab a sum of money and thought, wow, it's nice to have some pocket change. Thank you. It's important to note that these thoughts and responses should come naturally and not forced to fit the narrative of your desire. Begin by immersing yourself in your imaginal act, and the thoughts should follow. Also, a thing that I like to do is repeat the phrase, this is me, over and over again, especially when I'm experiencing a particularly vivid act. 4, emergence. When you feel so satisfied in your imaginal act and feel the thoughts of your desired state connecting to your present self, you can focus on coming out of trance. To do this, you can count up from 1 to 10 and imagine that you're waking up from a nice nap. Feel free to move your body around as you wake up, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Stretch and reflect on the thoughts that you had in your imaginal act. While you're waking up, invite those thoughts as your own. Embrace this new shift as you carry on with the rest of your day. Just like SATs, self-hypnosis can be repeated as many times as you'd like. It's a lovely way to induce a shift in states, and I hope more people find it as useful in their lives as I have. I like it. I like this post. I mean, I love the way that the person wrote this. And it is like SATs. I mean, it's kind of, in my opinion, a very formulaic way to get into SATs. If you have been struggling to get into SATs and you don't know exactly the steps to take, and I mean, this right here can be a great way to do it. I have read through, and like I said, I've experienced hypnosis myself. I've experienced people inducing me with this induction and the deepening process of going down the flight of stairs. I've also, there's a bunch of them on YouTube that do the body scan. One of my favorite books, Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, does the body scan. And these are all very tried and true methods of getting into this state of deep relaxation where you are then more suggestible. And it's the same thing that Neville talks about, the state akin to sleep, is that level of mind that Jose Silva talks about, and the Silva mind control method, where it's just, and in that, he imagines a movie screen that you're imagining a movie screen that's very big. And there's just specific techniques that can help you if you're struggling with this. So I think that this is well worth a try. I will leave a link to this in the description so that you can read at your own pace and follow along. And yeah, so just going over the last parts of this. Once you feel satisfied in your imaginal act and feel the thoughts of your desired state connecting to your present self, you can focus on coming out of trance. Count up from 1 to 10. Imagine you're waking up and open your eyes, slowly stretch. Embrace this new shift as you carry on with the rest of your day. I mean, this to me, there's breath work. You can just simply meditate, like allow your intentions to come over you, and fill yourself with those intentions. But I mean, if you are able to do this, like remember this induction, like your favorite one. If it's the body scan, you do the body scan, and then you proceed to do going down the flight of stairs, and then you proceed to imagine the scene on a loop. You begin your imaginal act, observing the thoughts. And I think that this as a practice could be very, very powerful to give it some more structure, like I said. So some of the comments are like, how do you not fall asleep? I feel that there's a fine balancing act between being in a drowsy state and not falling asleep. The OP writes, agreed. Just remember that staying on mental track of the steps given, breathing, relaxing each body part, counting backwards helps keep you alert. I have observed that I fall asleep when I am not having a conscious plan on what I should focus on. Right, exactly. That's very true. Following a step-by-step process, repeating the process helps. Try it throughout the day instead of right before bed. I've used this concept in some form from Creative Visualization by Shakti Gawain, Alpha by Silva Method. I just mentioned Silva, and I have that book as well, Creative Visualization. There's another book called Movies of the Mind by Adelaide Bry. And people have been talking about this stuff for such a long time. Maxwell Maltz, as I mentioned. Paul McKenna is also a great hypnotist that is famous. He's from the UK, and I had his book, which also came with an audio CD called I Can Make You Confident. I used to sit and, like, as I would go to sleep at night, play that, and it had a powerful impact. It was just, he's telling you in this voice, with all this authority, once he's gotten you into this state, once he's put you into this more suggestible state, he's allowing you to be that more confident version of yourself. And the hypnosis is extremely, extremely powerful. You've also got like NLP is another one that, like, people think because stage hypnosis and because NLP, people think that it's like manipulation or something. It's got, like I said, a bad rap, but you can use this stuff on yourself. And in this way, if you have like a positive intent behind it, it's extremely effective. And then somebody wrote, it really shows how we are all one. I've been contemplating that self-hypnosis is the key, and at least one of the keys to this thing called the law, wild or maybe not so wild, that our outer is reflecting the inner. Also, like the Monroe Institute, Joe Gallenberger, he had this product called Liquid Luck that was hypnosis. It was also a book and also a hypnosis, extremely powerful as well. In fact, I would love to bring him onto the channel to have a conversation with him. How many times do you repeat the scene? Okay, so that dog is barking. I'm going to end this video here. I hope this was insightful and valuable to you guys. I really hope that I'm going to leave, like I said, the link, and I hope that you're able to give it a try for yourself and let me know how it goes in the comments, or let me know if you've had any experience with this yourself. With that being said, much love. I will see you guys in the next video.